Hello, I'm Sam Boating, Dr. Sam Boating. I'm the warden for Bridges Hall, and I cover blocks A, B, C, and D. So blocks E and Wessex are covered by my colleague, Dr. Tim Lees, who covers that block. Now, in addition to myself, there are three other hall mentors who work with me. So these are students, postgraduate students that work with me, and together we form the welfare team for Bridges Hall. And our role is going to be supporting students within the hall, but also maintaining discipline to ensure that the code of conduct that you signed up to when you signed your contract is adhered to, so that everyone can have a happy time in the hall. So what is a warden? So a warden usually has another role within the university. Most of them are academics. So I have a second job as a lecturer in the School of Biological Sciences. I teach and do research there. But my second role is here in Bridges as the warden. And I live on site. So if there is a problem, I can be contacted either through security or through email, and I can arrange a time with you to meet up if you've got any sort of a problem that you want to discuss. Now, as I said, our role is to support students, particularly if they have a welfare need. So if there's something that is concerning you, that is affecting your time in the hall, or is affecting your studies, please do contact us. Or if you are concerned for another one of your flatmates within the hall, sometimes students, if they've got a problem, they don't necessarily report it, but it might be something that is spotted by another student. So do feel free to contact us if you have a concern about another student in the hall. But we're also here to maintain discipline. So when you signed your contracts to live in halls, you agreed to a code of conduct that is clearly marked out in the online halls book. So if you go online, you'll be able to see the halls book that includes all the rules that must be adhered to. So, for example, it's important that you maintain reasonable noise levels so that you don't disturb your neighbours too much. It's inappropriate, for example, that you should smoke in your rooms or interfere with fire equipment and so on. So there are a number of different rules that you need to adhere to, and it's really important that you check these and that you're aware of what you're agreeing to, so that if you end up breaking these, that this does not come as a surprise. Okay, so our role and my role here is to support you if you've got a problem within the hall, either a problem with a flatmate or problems that you're unable to solve. We're happy to step in and help you. But most of the time, we expect that most students will try and resolve these problems by themselves. But it's only if they get to a point and they're unable to solve these problems by themselves, then the welfare team is more than happy to step in and provide support. Additionally, I would say try as much as possible to be considerate to our neighbours as well. Every year we have a number of complaints from the locals, complaining particularly about students that are coming home from a night out, having had a good time, and just being unruly and unreasonable. And you can be fined, and students that have been unreasonable within the community have been fined as a result of being identified by locals. So please do be considerate to the local neighbours. You will have received information about social distancing in relation to COVID. Please adhere to the rules. We will enforce them, but please bear that in mind, so that be aware of what the current guidelines are for COVID and for social distancing, and please adhere to them, because we want to keep everybody safe at university. What we don't want is another shutdown, another lockdown. So please be reasonable with respect to social distancing, be reasonable with one another, and we are here to support you and to be able to help you to produce the best performance that is possible for you. So do get in touch if there's a problem, and we are more than happy to provide support for you. So I just want to finish by wishing you all the best in your time in Bridges, and I hope that you enjoy your time at university as well. And I look forward to seeing you around in and around the hall, and hopefully you won't have any problems. But if you do have any concerns, then don't hesitate to contact us, because we are more than happy to support you. Thanks very much.
Hi there, my name's Tim, Dr. Tim Lees. I'm Warden of Wessex Hall and the townhouses over at Bridges. Welcome to the university, welcome to the halls.
Hi, I'm Loki, and I'm the hall mentor for the Bridges and Wessex Hall. You can find my details on the poster in your room, or alternatively, call the hall's hotline for my email address. I'm here and always willing to help. Thanks.
Hello, welcome to the University Hall. I am Yiming, and I am the hall mentor for Bridges and Wessex Hall. You can find my details on the posters in your room, or alternatively, call the hall's hotline for my email address. You're more than welcome to contact us for support.
Welcome to the community. Reading is a friendly community and a great place to socialise. But remember, there are many non-students living in the streets around campus and halls. It's important to be considerate and respectful to these neighbours, and be aware of the noise you are making when you're socialising, especially late at night. Complaints from neighbours can lead to disciplinary sanctions. Please also remember that you cannot bring cars to university unless you have approved special circumstances. The university has a street support team. These street wardens work at night around the streets off campus. You will recognise them by their uniforms and high-vis. The street wardens can provide advice if you need help late at night. They're very friendly, so do say hi if you need their help.
One of the first things you should do at Reading is register with a local doctor. You'll be spending the majority of the next few years in Reading, so it's important that you have a local doctor available to you. There are 3 practices in close proximity to the university. For more information on choosing, please see www.nhs.uk. Getting into good habits in your university life will help you settle and make the most of your time here. Things like eating well, good sleeping habits, and getting exercise can set you up for success. Our Life Tools series of events can help you get into these good habits and set you up for a great start to life at university. Meningitis is a serious illness with potentially fatal consequences. Make sure you're in the know about meningitis and the signs to watch out for. More information can be found in the Hall's A to Z handbook. If you have any concerns, please call 101 or visit your GP. Now, on the theme of looking after yourself, let's watch a quick video about consent.
If you're still struggling with consent, just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea. You say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they go, "Oh my God, I would love a cup of tea, thank you." Then you know they want a cup of tea. If you say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they're like, I'm not really sure. Then you can make them a cup of tea, or not, but be aware that they might not drink it. And if they don't drink it, then, and this is the important bit, don't make them drink it. Just because you made it doesn't mean you're entitled to watch them drink it. And if they say, "No thank you," then don't make them tea. At all. Just don't make them tea. Don't make them drink tea, don't get annoyed at them for not wanting tea. They just don't want tea, okay? They might say, "Yes please, that's kind of you." And then when the tea arrives, they actually don't want the tea at all. Sure, that's kind of annoying as you've gone to all the effort of making the tea, but they remain under no obligation to drink the tea. They did want tea, now they don't. Some people change their mind in the time it takes to boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the milk. And it's okay for people to change their mind, and you are still not entitled to watch them drink it. And if they are unconscious, don't make them tea. Unconscious people don't want tea, and they can't answer the question, "Do you want tea?" because they're unconscious. Okay, maybe they were conscious when you asked them if they wanted tea, And they said yes, but in the time it took you to boil the kettle or brew the tea and add the milk, they are now unconscious. You should just put the tea down, make sure the unconscious person is safe, and this is the important part again, don't make them drink the tea. They said yes then, sure, but unconscious people don't want tea. If someone said yes to tea, started drinking it, and then passed out before they'd finished it, don't keep on pouring it down their throat. Take the tea away. Make sure they are safe, because unconscious people don't want tea. Trust me on this. If someone said yes to tea around your house last Saturday, that doesn't mean they want you to make them tea all the time. They don't want you to come around to their place unexpectedly and make them tea and force them to drink it, going, "But you wanted tea last week," or to wake up to find you pouring tea down their throat going, "But you wanted tea last night." If you can understand how completely ludicrous it is to force people to have tea when they don't want tea, and you are able to understand when people don't want tea, then how hard is it to understand when it comes to sex? Whether it's tea or sex, consent is everything. And on that note, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
Download the Home at Halls app for all your key information. Available on the iOS and Android platforms, search for Home at Halls within your App Store. You must report any COVID-19 symptoms via the Home at Halls app or through the Halls hotline, and then order a test via the NHS website. You must practice social distancing with those outside of your flat or household. Guests and visitors are not allowed into your household for the first 14 days. After then, you must adhere to government guidelines about the number of people you can socialise with indoors from different households. When staff visit your household to do cleaning or maintenance, they will be following strict protocols to minimise contact and transmission. We will need you to vacate the area when working. The situation can change rapidly, so please read and follow all advice given. Keep up to date with the latest government guidance at www.gov.uk/coronavirus.
Hi, my name is Catherine Muse. I am the GM for Redlands and Northcourt Groups of Halls. I have a great number of teams who I work with to provide a clean, well-maintained and safe environment for you to live in and our staff to work in. Our housekeeping teams, maintenance teams, front of house teams and management teams all work together to provide this service, many of whom you will get to know over the course of your stay with us. We are all friendly and approachable, so please do say hello and speak to us if you're unsure of anything. We were asked at some point recently for our top 3 tips for residents moving into halls, and this is what we all came up with. Firstly, read your hall's A to Z handbook. I appreciate this may be a bit of a stretch, so perhaps don't read it cover to cover, but at least familiarise yourself with where you can find it online and in the Home at Halls app, and flick through the contents so you have an idea of the areas it covers, so if in doubt at any point you can use it for reference. It will help with ensuring you are following rules in halls and keeping safe. Secondly, hold an informal meeting with your flat or household. Decide how you want to live for the next year. Be realistic and honest with each other about how you want the kitchen to be kept, noise levels, dispose of excess rubbish, bottles, etc. And last but not least, if you're not sure, just ask. If you're not sure, there are bound to be others in the same boat too. Just stop and ask us. Most of our team are in UPP uniform, which is navy blue with the UPP logo on it. You will find us around site, but also in reception areas, answering your queries via the app and on our 24 hours a day Halls hotline. If you have a worry, concern or problem, or you're just not sure, please ask. Thanks very much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you around site.
If you do find a fire, after raising the alarm, leave the building immediately. Under no circumstances should you attempt to fight the fire. If you hear the fire alarm, never assume it is false. Remain calm and leave the building immediately via the escape route. Don't use the lift. If you are unfamiliar with your escape route, follow the green fire exit signs and go to your assembly point. Follow instructions from the person in charge and do not re-enter the building until you are told it is safe to do so. Fire safe behaviour. Safety in halls is very important. Having all our residents adhere to our health and safety rules helps to prevent issues occurring and keeps everyone safe. Safe behaviour is everyone's responsibility. Don't forget, if you see something you don't think is right, you can report this to the Hall's hotline 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please don't use candles, joss sticks or incense in halls, and be careful when spraying aerosols, as these can needlessly trigger the fire alarm system. Showering with the door closed will also help avoid activating the fire alarm. All our halls are non-smoking, and this includes vaping and other e-cigarettes. We also ask you not to smoke within 10 metres of any of our buildings, as this may disturb the residents or staff based inside. For those of you in self-catered accommodation, please remember to only cook in the kitchen. You should also never leave your cooking unattended. We have a few items which are banned from halls for your safety, and these include chip pans, deep fat fryers and mains powered fairy lights. Battery operated ones are fine.
Hello, my name is Dilip Amin and I'm the Security Services Manager here at the University of Reading. I work alongside over 50 of my colleagues who are trained, licensed and working around the clock to keep you safe. You can recognise us by the livery on our vehicles or the distinctive red, white and black uniform we wear. If you need to, you can contact us in a number of ways. You can either visit the control room here at White Knight's house, which is open throughout the day and night. Alternatively, you can telephone us on the number on the screen. If you see us when we are conducting our patrols, either on foot or in vehicles, then please stop us. If you are in student accommodation, you'll notice that you have dedicated members of our team. They are your go-to people. If ever you feel threatened or vulnerable, then please go to them. Their job is to keep you safe. If you're in halls of accommodation, you will no doubt experience fire alarms being activated in the night. When that happens, a member of security will attend and take control. Please listen to and follow their instructions. If a member of security asks to see your student identification, then please do so. It's really important to keep everyone safe that we know who is on campus. And this is especially the case during the COVID pandemic. We need to know who is on campus. The university has introduced a number of measures to keep everyone safe during the pandemic. Please follow those measures. And if a member of security gives you any specific instructions, then please follow them. They are there for your safety. We want to keep you safe, and that applies in the event, the highly unlikely event of a life-threatening incident. If one takes place, then we will look to warn you and give you instructions. You need to download the app that is on the screen. It will alert you when an incident happens and what you need to do to keep safe. So, in summarise, we want to keep you safe. We are accessible. You can either come to the control room here at White Knight or telephone us. We are approachable and we are available throughout the day and night. On behalf of my colleagues in security, I hope that you'll stay with us, be productive and safe.
Hi, I'm Erin. I'm a second year international development student.
Hi, I'm Mika and I'm a third year zoology student.
Hi, I'm Thomas and I'm a second year food science student.
And we are the students from the Home at Halls team creating events for you. Home at Halls is here to help you settle in, meet new people and make the most of your time at Halls through our events. Your Halls experience will go really quickly, so make sure you get involved and have new experiences. We run events every week during the term time, with events ranging from social gatherings, cultural experiences, fitness and well-being, life skills, seasonal celebrations, arts and crafts, and so much more. Most of the events are free to get involved in, with a small cost for off-site activities like day trips. Last year we ran lots of events including afternoon teas, pumpkin carvings, our weekly yoga classes, a henna night, ice skating events, and a lot of other cool things, so go check it out.
All the details for our events will be posted on the Home at Halls app. Make sure to check out the events section to see what's going on in your hall. If you don't have the app yet, it can be downloaded from the App Store. Just search for Home at Halls. Under the events section in the app, you'll be able to see all the event details, date, time, and what's involved. If you like the look of an event and want to attend, you can also register through the app. Once the event has finished, if you've attended it, you'll be able to rate the event and let us know what you thought of it.
As a team, we personally understand how difficult it can be to adapt to living by yourself at times. The Home at Halls blogs are a great place to find various articles about student life. The topics range from recipes, advice for students, and places to visit. The website is constantly being updated, so be sure to check it out, as they are written for students by students. So there's bound to be something that interests you.
If you're interested in joining our team, there are lots of opportunities to do so. If you fancy writing an article for the blog, fill in the forum on the Get Involved page and one of our teams will be in touch with you. Alternatively, you can also become part and organizing our events by joining the volunteering team. Check out the article on our blog, which explains how to apply. Being part of the Home at Halls team is a great experience. Not only is it a lot of fun and a chance to meet great new people, but the hours also count towards the Red Award, and you can earn vouchers for our reward team.
Keep up to date with what we've been up to by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search for the Home at Halls at Reading. We regularly post about our events and exclusive behind the halls scenes content.
Living in halls can be a great experience. Make sure to make the most of your time and get involved. We'd love to see you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel, the President of your Student Union, RUSU. We wish we were here meeting with you in person, but we are so excited to be here with you virtually at the start of your university experience. RUSU exists to represent, support and provide opportunities for all of you while you study here. I and the other 4 officers work together to represent your voice and improve your student experience. We are sure that you will hear a lot of information about RUSU in the next couple of weeks, and if you need any more, you can find everything on our website, rusu.co.uk.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Rose and I will be the Activities Officer this year, meaning my job is to make sure that student engagement and time on campus is as fun and productive as possible. We have over 200 opportunities for you to get involved with while you're here, whether that be sports, societies or volunteering. We also have our own student radio, student TV station and student newspaper, The Spark. These are all student-led and can be the heart of the students' social lives, so I would encourage you to find out what we have to offer on the RUSU website. These student groups also tend to run a lot of socials throughout the year, which often makes up a really big part of student life. These groups have also come up with some amazingly creative ways to engage and have fun when meeting up in person isn't a possibility. We really hope you have an amazing first year and we can't wait to meet you. If you would like any more information on anything mentioned in our talk, be sure to head over to the RUSU website or go like our social media pages to keep up to date with our latest news, events and updates. Thank you.